A show of force isn't just about numbers. It's about the message sent when the horizon is filled with steel.
Logistics is the heartbeat of power. Without the replenishment ships, these giants are just floating islands.
The shield is as important as the sword. Every drone and every radar dish is a piece of a singular, thinking mind.
70,000 tons of diplomacy. When a carrier moves, the world watches the ripples it leaves behind. The technology is elite, but the muscle is human. These crews work in a dance of precision and high explosives.
Preparation is the ultimate deterrent. We load the wings so we never have to pull the trigger.
Power isn't just a straight line. It's the ability to reach any shore, any time, with whatever force is required. Tensions may rise, but the presence of the fleet remains constant, a beacon of strength in an uncertain sea.
Every pound of steel carried across this deck is a testament to the endurance of the men and women who keep this machine breathing.
In modern conflict, the difference between a miss and a hit is measured in millimeters and lines of code. The marriage of bird and bolt. Once the pylon locks, the aircraft ceases to be a machine and becomes a weapon.
Efficiency is the silent commander. On this deck, seconds lost in transit are minutes lost in the fight.
Even in the age of stealth, we rely on the simple physics of the gear and the lever to do the heavy lifting.
Confidence comes from the final check. Out here, there is no room for close enough. When two carriers sail together, the geopolitical map shifts. This is the ultimate expression of American reach.
Transition is complete. From the belly of the ship to the edge of the sky, the cycle of power continues.
The deck director is the conductor of this symphony of heat and noise. Every gesture is a command for life or death.
Gravity is just another obstacle to be overcome by raw horsepower and engineering brilliance.
Versatility defines the modern strike group. We don't just launch, we adapt.
The Osprey represents the reach of the landing force. It bridges the gap between the sea and the deep interior.
0 to 150 in 2 seconds. It's not just a launch, it's an explosion held in check by a cable.
Heritage is the invisible armor. These pilots don't just fly for themselves, they fly for the history painted on their wings.
The deck is thick with steam, and the heavy hitters, the F-35s and Super Hornets, are moving into their launch sequences.
Two hulls, one purpose. When we put two decks in the same water, we aren't just patrolling, we're defining the rules of the ocean.
The rhythm of the deck is a clock that never stops. Every missile moved brings us closer to a ready state that cannot be challenged.
Steel and fire, waiting for the sky. Out here, the only thing more dangerous than the mission is the preparation for it.
The formation is a fortress. Every ship is a brick in a wall that spans 100 miles of open water. The ship turns, the wind rises, and the deck becomes a launch pad for the most advanced aviation on Earth.
The wake of the Lincoln is a path of certainty in an uncertain world. Where she goes, the authority of the sea follows. Acknowledged.
Inside the glass, there is only the mission. 1,000 sailors work so that one person can strike the target.
Defying gravity is a daily chore on a flat top. It's a violent, beautiful necessity.
The carrier is the queen, but the destroyers are her knights. They move in a silent, lethal geometry.
Steam power meets supersonic speed. It's a 19th century solution to a 21st century problem.
We don't wait for the fight to come to us. We push the boundary as far as the fuel allows. Evolution in motion. The Osprey is the bridge that carries the fight from the sea to the shore.
The silent killer. This isn't just a jet, it's a flying sensor node that the enemy never sees coming.
The finger points, the deck shakes, and history is made in a heartbeat.
A name of iron on a hull of steel.
The Lincoln carries the weight of a nation's resolve.
Coming home is the hardest part. You don't land on a carrier, you trap.
The wire is the lifeline. Without it, the deck is just a runway that's too short.
The sun sets on the Pacific, but the deck never sleeps. Power is a 24-hour business.
A new era of dominance. The Lightning II is the storm that the fleet brings with it.
Synchronized lethality. When the command is given, $5 billion of hardware moves as a single organism. The fire of the fleet. It's the sound of freedom, delivered at Mach 2.
Presence is the message. We are here so that others don't have to be.
Information is the ultimate weapon. The Hawkeye sees the battle before it even begins. From the smallest boat to the largest deck, the defense is absolute.
The ocean is vast, and we own every inch of it. The Lincoln is gone, but her shadow remains. Tensions rise, but the fleet holds the line. That is the American promise. That is the power of the sea.
Precision is our primary currency. On a deck this crowded, there is no such thing as a small mistake.
The strike group breathes. It expands to see the threat and contracts to destroy it.
Victory is decided in the electromagnetic spectrum, long before the first missile is off the rail.
This isn't just a patrol. It is a statement of global stability, written in 70,000 tons of steel. The reach of the fleet extends from the blue water to the very sand on the beach.
Even in the business of war, there is a terrible, majestic symmetry to a fleet in full stride.
A cruiser is a predator in a suit of armor. Speed is its shield. Missiles are its sting. The workhorse of the strike group. No glory, just the relentless pursuit of the mission. A dual-carrier strike group. There is no force on this planet that can match this concentration of power.
When the horizon consumes them, the world sleeps a little easier. The watch continues.